The arena floor trembled as Zextheri's plasma lance struck true, boring through the human's shoulder with surgical precision. The Vorthak champion's mandibles clicked in satisfaction. The neural disruptor embedded in his weapon should have sent the primitive biped into convulsive shock, ending this embarrassing spectacle within moments. Marcus Rodriguez stumbled backward, crimson spreading across his combat suit. His left arm hung useless at his side, smoke rising from the cauterized wound. Around the orbital coliseum, thousands of alien spectators leaned forward in anticipation of the inevitable collapse. But the human didn't fall. Impossible, hissed Zextheri, his 4 eyes narrowing. The neural disruptor had never failed before. Kytherian warriors, beings engineered for combat, had crumpled instantly when struck by such a weapon. This soft-skinned creature should have been writhing on the ground. Instead, Marcus rolled his shoulders and spat blood onto the arena sand. "That actually hurt," he said, voice steady despite the agony coursing through his nervous system. "My turn." The crowd erupted in confused chittering. In the VIP section, Ambassador Veltar of the Galactic Council clutched his communication device with trembling tentacles. This was not going according to plan. The human was supposed to demonstrate his species' combat inadequacy, justifying Earth's continued quarantine status. Instead, he was making the galaxy's finest warrior look incompetent. Zextheri struck again, this time targeting the human's legs. The plasma lance carved through flesh and muscle, sending Marcus to one knee. The neural feedback should have triggered immediate unconsciousness. Any rational being would have surrendered. Marcus pushed himself back up. "You're beginning to annoy me," he said, switching his combat knife to his good hand. Blood loss was making his vision swim, but his smile never wavered. "I've had training injuries worse than this." The Vorthak warrior's confidence began to crack. He'd studied human physiology extensively. They were supposed to be fragile, easily overwhelmed by pain. The data indicated they should possess no special resistance to neural disruption. Yet this one kept advancing step by determined step. What the galactic databases had failed to capture was something uniquely human: spite. Marcus had grown up in the Detroit ruins, where backing down meant death. He'd survived 3 tours on Europa's ice colonies, where equipment failure in the methane storms was a weekly occurrence. He'd volunteered for this fight not because he thought he could win, but because someone needed to show these alien aristocrats that humanity wouldn't be cowed. The 4th plasma strike took him in the chest. Marcus dropped to both knees, his combat suit's medical system screaming alerts. His heart was racing, his nervous system overloaded, his body demanding immediate medical attention. He stood up anyway. "The human organism appears to be malfunctioning," observed Dr. Kixmole from the medical station. "All biological indicators suggest he should be incapacitated." Zextheri backed away, genuine fear creeping into his movements. This wasn't combat anymore. It was something primal and terrifying. The human's eyes held no calculation, no strategy, just an absolute refusal to quit. Marcus closed the distance in 3 quick steps. His knife found the gap between Zextheri's armor plates, sliding deep into the warrior's secondary heart. The Vorthak champion collapsed, his weapon clattering across the arena floor. The Colosseum fell silent. Marcus swayed on his feet, adrenaline finally fading as his injuries caught up with him. As the medical teams rushed forward, he managed one final message to the stunned audience. "Quarantine rescinded yet?" He collapsed with a satisfied grin, having just redefined galactic expectations of human durability.